Hello friends, Sam and Graham doing TCGs yet again. Here we are. More of what I picked up from my bud Kyle. Thank you again for helping me make that happen. Got me some Legions cards too, like single cards that I actually was hunting for my collection as well. So that was pretty neat. I very much appreciate all that. Sometimes people making room just works out for everybody, right? But here we are, cracking some flesh and blood. This time around, doing some Uprising. Got 3 boxes of Uprising. Let's see what kind of gold we can strike there. This is one of my favorite sets. I think that ultimately, Dusk Till Dawn may well be my favorite set to open now. It has kind of jumped into that spot. But I also definitely, this is one of my favorites. If there's one I do like better, it is Uprising. Did 2 boxes of Welcome to Wraith last time. We got 3 boxes of Uprising. Let's see what we can find. Oof. Frightmare off the bat. Nobody's favorite Majestic. The art's cool. I'll give it that. That's the thing I need to remember about this set. Cold foil is in that next to last slot in the back. Cannot forget that. With Welcome to Wraith, I could get to a certain point and then go on cruise control. I cannot do that as much here. Looking to restock. I mentioned last time I kind of disbanded because I've got so many decks already made. And I just would make new ones as more bulk came in. So I just kind of got rid of my bulk stock. But I'm going to rebuild it. Just because I enjoy, not just I personally enjoy it, like it's one of those things that I'll do on a, just as a mind-soothing thing on occasion. I'll just start building decks. So I would like to have the stuff around to do that again. But also you never know. It was one of the decks I built. It could have been one that I built a long time ago. It could have Liquefy in it. Like, it just could be one of those things that it needs some revamping now. You know, could have bullseye bracers in it that have to be pulled out now, since that got banned. Whatever the case may be. It's just one of those things. Gotta pay attention and be ready. And having that full stock makes it easy that if somebody's like, hey, this card doesn't work anymore, that I can easily just take the box and be like, here, take what you need. So we'll work on, we're getting enough from several sets to get that restocked and ready to go. I've got a few yellow Findell's Fighting Spirits. I think I saw there. That's fun. I feel like yellow is overrated. Red gets a lot of attention because it hits at 7 damage and kind of cracks that break point. But 6 is still a popper and still has the same ability. So I kind of like it. 7 does get around take the tempo. It doesn't really get around that, but the one Herald Wartun, is it Wartun, that subtracts 1 from the attack value of cards defending. So that is definitely a benefit to the red over the yellow, is that it can still get through that. That's quite nice. We are past the halfway point. No foil Majestic, no cold foil, since this set does have cold foils. Last thing we opened was Unlimited. But yeah, so far, light on Majestic, no cold foil, no foil Majestic. Is something gonna surprise us? There's a rainbow foil equipment. I'm gonna go ahead and not sleeve those this time around. Like we're definitely, yeah, we still got a little over a quarter of the box left, I think. Oh, okay, that's why. So this has come down a little bit now with the non-foil version printed. It's definitely down from its peak of over like $200. But this is a very, very good card. I have 2 copies of it already with a rainbow foil and a non-foil. So this is going into my available stuff. That is a happy pull to see. We are more than happy to see a rainbow foil Crown of Providence. That is excellent news. There was a chunk of time, 5 packs, where I could not pull one to save my life. All right, and then we get a Marvel, and I need to grab some more sleeves out. That is the Marvel Mira guy. I like to have clear sleeves ready for my, when we've got the doubles. I've got a bunch of non-clear sleeves over here that I might use for some of the other stuff. But for a Marvel, and that one pops. I forget how good, because I'm not a super big fan of the art on the just regular version, but the Marvel version pops nicely. So that is two solid hits in this box already. That is not bad news. So that was our, in that next to last slot, that cold foil slot, as stated. There is a Spreading Flames. That's Majestic number 5. Well, this first box has certainly been a nice one so far. This is still just box 1. We got 2 more. Break the Embers. I like any of those red Draconic Illusionist cards in foil. They look nice, but they're just fun. Because the red stuff is what Dromai likes. Two packs left in this first box. Not expecting anything else in this one, but not needing anything else either. This box has been pretty rockin'. There is no disappointment in this one. And there's a rewind. So I changed my tune about disappointment. I will say, it's kind of funny. It's a good thing we got those 2 really good hits, because that is a pretty unfortunate slew of Majestic cards. Spreading Flames is a decent enough card. I see Take the Tempo every now and then, but overall that is not a strong, from the play perspective, that is not a strong box. Frightmare sees next to nothing. Vipox pops up every now and then. Assassins being cute, I've seen it here and there. Toma Firebrand, I've seen it here and there in Benji, because of his ability, and you can't block from hand against stuff that's a 1 attack. It's that low. foil semblance. Not quite the foil majestic you want. It's like there are some okie doke though. Well, there is a cold foil legendary, Coronet Peak. That is not a big one of the super spicy legendaries, but it does see some play. That is actually pretty solid. Goodness. So yeah, the Majestics have not been hitting particularly in our favor with playable cards overall, but wow. A cold foil Peak legendary, rainbow foil of the heavy hitting Crown of Providence, and Marvel Mirage. Two pretty dang good boxes thus far. Now this one's still early. Granted, whenever hypothermia, alright. Whenever you get a cold foil legendary, regardless of which one it is, it's kinda hard to like sincerely complain. I'm certainly not. And hypothermia is a decent enough card. That's one of our better hits, I'd say. As far as, you know, playable cards. But man alive, we are rocking pretty good. This is why I like Uprising. I love all the dragons anyway, but it's such a streaky set. Like this, another Majestic that just doesn't do a lot. I almost forgot. BorderThanGames.com. LGS I play it. Pick up lots of stuff from Paul. You too can pick up stuff from Paul. Either use the link down there or the code GrahamTCG if you go there directly at checkout. Either way, it gets you 5% off your first order with him. Lets him know I sent you. The whole thing is win-win-win. So definitely, if you're looking for some cards, you don't have an LGS or they don't have what you need and Paul does, definitely hit him up. Do everybody some good there. So we're around the halfway point of this second box, which means we're around the halfway point of the video. We've already hit that legendary this box. We got 3 Majestics. No cold foil. We did already get a rainbow foil Majestic with that semblance. So there's still a lot of unknown left to this second box. That Welcome to Wraith was the old plastic packs, obviously. It is so nice to be back to the paper packs with Uprising. Some of what I have left to open is still paper packs. Some of it is not. Let's let that be a little hint. There's an Erase Face. That used to be a really a decent hit and kind of played. I've not been seeing much of it post say Outsiders really. I guess there were a few 2-for-6 attack actions, generic attack actions in that set. All right, there's Dominia. Not the Marvel version, the regular version. Still nice though. We like our majestic dragons regardless. I guess that there have been enough new those 2 for 6 attack actions that have come out that they don't quite have the same silent stilettos. Erase Face doesn't have quite the same pizzazz as it did, because it's not as good as CNC. It's not as good as situationally, I guess, but generally it's not as good as CNC or Nourishing. It's kind of on par with a lot of the new ones, but the fact that there have been so many new ones that do similar or, you know, variations on the same theme has kept all of the new ones relatively lower than those old ones that are just, you know, plain better for what they really do. Aside, I suppose, from some of the Insidious Chill. That's a decent majestic, actually. I see a fair bit of that when I'm playing against Icelander online. Not a lot of people playing Icelander at my local scene anymore. Might see more of her popping back up. So I haven't seen it in person in a while, but could be coming back. And there is our second Marvel. There is Invoke Thamai. So both boxes so far have had a legendary and a Marvel. I don't know if these are all from the same case or not. So there's no telling then what kind of wonkiness surprises could be in store for us in this final box number 3. Y'all, though, that's like I say, 2 legendaries and 2 Marvels, even if they're both rare dragons. That's not a bad pair of boxes at all. If this one can do anything close to reasonable pulls, all 3 boxes, you know, taking it. Oh my goodness. Wow. First pack of this 3rd box, another cold foil Coronet Peak. That is 2 Coronet Peak cold foils out of the 3 boxes so far. Pack 1, a legendary a box so far. 2 cold and a rainbow. This is pretty nice. And hitting the cold foil so early means maybe a second one? How wild would that be if there was another Marvel in this box too? If each box was a legendary and a Marvel. I would say that the... ooh, hey. This is actually a pretty good card. Double Strike. See a lot of play on that, especially in Benji, but I see it quite a bit in a lot of ninja builds. Just a nice handy thing. Doesn't have to hit, but you banish it and you can play it again. Only once. But it's a solid, you know, chip away ninja card. I actually like Double Strike quite a lot. Very useful card. I don't play a lot of ninja, but it annoys me when I have to play against it. There's Insidious Chill. Was happy with that the first time. Am happy with it again. But yeah, how about these boxes? Even if it is Coronet Peak, having yet another legendary I am absolutely finalizing that I am declaring the Uprising portion of these 3 boxes are definitely a win. We are happy with how this has gone. Pretty much right on rate with Majestics overall. We didn't have a foil Majestic the first box, but I mean, how are we going to complain about that? Tome of Duplicity ends our streak of decent Majestics. Not a card I see around very much. I'm still curious though. I will be curious to see. Just because the Coronet Peak came early in that other box, I'm wondering if we will land in some bizarre collation where towards the end of this box we have another marble. The probability of that seems extremely low, but it's just one of those. This has been a very strange set of boxes already, so I could see it happening. I'm also curious. I can't remember if I may need a cold foil peak. Like that may actually be something for one of them, maybe for the collection, which is added happiness. Pretty sure I have a rainbow foil. I think I don't have a cold foil. I'm pretty sure I've pulled one at some point, but have dealt it since. I don't know. I'm not going to look right now. There's not a lot I still need from this set. Hey, there's a red Fighting Spirit. Alright, so we did get a second cold foil. As I was expecting, it is not a big spicy hit cold foil though. It is a common, it is silken form. That's alright. I will always accept a second cold foil regardless of what it is. I'm not disappointed by those. I wish the Fabled in this set was better. Hey, there's a rainbow foil Sash of Sandakai. And another Tome of Firebrand. The tomes just don't quite do it for me. And I know I don't need them. That's the flip side of it. That's the more offensive piece. There's Phoenix form. That's one thing. I pulled a extended art foil Phoenix form and parted with it immediately and have not seen another one of those since. So that is something that I would not be opposed to seeing pop up again, is extended art. That would be quite nice. But extended art cards are always fun, aren't they? Like that's just always fun. So we got a foil Majestic, we got 2 cold foils this box already. I would still be expecting, with where we're at, 2 more Majestics, I would say. Not so far, and 3 packs left. So we could definitely end up light on Majestics for these 3 boxes, or for this box. The other 2 were right on par. Oh, there's one right there. The non-foil Phoenix form. If I could find the opening of this sleeve. So that's one of them. decent start, decent start. So still hoping to see one more. Oh, I was going to talk about how one of the few disappointments really in Uprising is the Fable. It just isn't very good. Not super playable. I've seen people try it, like it has its momentary use, but I just don't think it's up to snuff with some of the others. Alright, and there's an erase face for Majestic number 6 in the last pack. Right on cue. So yeah, pretty darn good. We didn't see a third Majestic there, but... Or a third Majestic, a third Marvel there. We got a couple of Race Faces. We got Double Strike, Invoke Dominia, Hypothermia, a couple Insidious Chills, Spreading Flames, Take the Tempo, and some of the weaker Majestics in this set. But goodness gracious, you know, let's ignore the Phoenix form and the Semblance. But cold foil, silken form, you know, common cold foil, whatever. Yeah, you know, humdrum. Oh look, 2 Marvels. So probably, I feel like this probably was out of the same case. So 2 Marvels, both rare dragons, but we like our Marvels all the time. But goodness gracious, 2 cold foil Coronet Peak legendaries and a rainbow foil Crown of Providence. That went well. Not complaining at all. Thanks again for this opportunity, for sticking with me, for watching this with me. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you every bit of time you choose to give me. Bye, y'all.